Hi everyone, I am Nitin Cheke, the student of Risang Institute Pune, and my today's video topic is import and export. In this video, I will discuss about what is import, what is export, what is the importance of import and export, and how we can reduce the import and increase the export. So, the first of all, what is import? Import means purchasing the goods and services from the other countries. There are certain products which are not available in our domestic market, and if available, they are very expensive. So, the such type of the products are imported from other countries. The import involve the outflow of money because we purchase the products from the sellers of other countries and pay money to them. Export means to manufacture the goods and services domestically in our country and sell it to the customers of other countries. So the export involve the inflow of money because we sell our product to the customers of other country and receive money from them. The import and export are the two major aspects for the economical growth of any country because the economical growth of any country is depend upon the GDP. The country that have the higher GDP are the economically strong, and the countries that have the lower GDP are the economically weak. But the GDPs of the countries are depend upon the import and export of the goods and services. The country that have a lower import and higher export are economically strong because these countries have the higher GDP, and the countries that have higher import and lower export are considered as the economically weak countries because they have a lower GDP. Now we will discuss about what is the net export. Net export means total countries export minus total value of countries import. This is considered as a net export. If the value of a net export is positive, then it is considered as trade is in excess, and if the value of a net export is negative, then it is considered as the then it indicates that the trade of the country is in a deficit or decreases. Now we will discuss about that how we can reduce the import and increases the export. So there are four ways that we can reduce the import and increases the export. The first one is the taxes and quotes. The government imposes some taxes or tariffs and quotes, so it will make very expensive to purchase the products from the other countries. So the people will encourage to purchase the products from the domestic market. It will help to reduce the import and increases the export of the product. The second way is a subsidy. The government provides the subsidy to the domestic manufacturer so as to reduce the manufacturing cost or the business cost. So it will help to reduce down the prices of the various goods and services. So it will attract the customers towards the domestic products, and the people will purchase the products from the domestic market. And as the prices of the products are less expensive, or the prices of the products are reduced, then the foreign customers will also attracted towards our country's product. So it will also help to increase the export. The quality of the product is very important because if the people realize that the product of the one country is of the better quality than the product of the other countries, then people will purchase the product of the first country with irrespective of the price, because people's nowadays look for the quality rather than a price. So here we will take a one best example, the Sony television. The Sony television has earned a maximum customers because they produces the better quality of televisions as compared to the other comparative brands. So people's more attracted towards the Sony television, and people's purchase the brand of the Sony television with irrespective of its price, as they know the price of the Sony television is higher as compared to the other brands, but the quality of the Sony television is better than the other comparative brands. Now we will take one example that how import and export is affected by the quality of the product. There were some US wineries. They produces the wines, but they find difficulties in selling their wines in their domestic market also, because the quality of the product is not same as that of other comparative foreign brands like the French wine and Italian wines. So after some period of the time, the quality of the wine was improved by the US companies. So it increases their domestic purchase and also increases their export. Now we will discuss about the third way to reduce the import and increases the export, that is the trade agreement. Suppose there are two countries and there is a high volume of the import and export between these two countries, then these countries sign a trade agreement. So under this agreement both these countries support the economical growth of each other. The trade agreement is mainly focused on exchange of the products. There are certain type of the products that are exchanged between the two countries. Suppose there is a trade agreement between US and Japan, then Japan will purchase the Japan will purchase the technological products from the automobile products from the US, while the US will purchase in exchange the Japanese rice. And the last way to reduce the import and increases the export is the devaluation of a currency. The devaluation of the currency increases the import and decreases the import and increases the export, because when the government devalued their currency, the prices of the domestic products are fall down and the peoples were attracted toward the domestic goods and services. So this will reduces the import and also increases the export. So in this video we have discussed about what is import, what is export, what is the importance of the import and export as per the economic concern, and how we can reduce the import and increase the export. Thank you.